Hi, welcome to Stitchback Stories. In this video, I will show you how to make these canvas tote bags that are lined on the inside. And make sure to subscribe because in tomorrow's video, I have a digitizing tutorial for the embroidery. The pattern is very simple. I'm using this canvas fabric from Michaels. Cut one 14-inch by 12-inch rectangle for the bottom part of the bag, which we will call the bottom panel. Cut two 14-inch by 9-inch rectangles for the top part of the bag, which we will call the main panels. Cut two 6-inch by 6.5-inch rectangles for the pockets. And finally, cut two 3 3/4 by 34-inch strips for the straps. And for the lining, I used a lightweight cotton. Cut one 14-inch by 28-inch rectangle. Here are all the pattern pieces together if you would like to pause. Take one of the straps and fold in one end 3/8 of an inch wrong sides together and iron all the way down the strap. Repeat on the other side. Then, with the ends folded in, fold the strap in half like so. Iron all the way down the strap. Repeat all those steps for the second strap and you should have two straps that look like this. Fold over the top edge of the pocket and 1/2 inch wrong sides together and iron. Fold over the edge another 1/2 inch and iron again. Repeat for the second pocket so that you have two pockets that look like this. Take the bottom panel and fold it in half right sides together hot dog style and iron. Take your lining fabric and fold it right sides together like so and iron. With the top edge of the pocket, fold it over twice, sew the top hem with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Repeat for the second pocket. At this time, I embroidered both pockets. This part is optional, but if you want to learn more about how I digitize these designs, subscribe for tomorrow's video. Align one pocket to the bottom of one of the main panels and baste in place along the bottom and sides. Use a long stitch here and sew close to the edge. Repeat for the second pocket with the second main panel. Take a strap and sew all the way along the open edge to close the strap, making sure the ends are folded inwards. Then sew all along the folded edge to give the strap a nice clean look. Repeat for the second strap and they should look like this. Now we're going to sew the strap to the main panel. For the placement, align one end of the strap to the bottom of one of the main panels while overlapping the pocket 1/2 inch. Make sure the strap is straight and pin in place. Make a mark on the strap 3/4 of an inch from the top of the main panel. Following the stitching that's already on the strap, sew up one end, stopping 3/4 inch from the top, then sew across and down the other end. Fold your strap in half like this, and then flip it like you are turning the page of a book. Pin in place and make the same mark 3/4 inch from the top and sew in the same manner that we did the first side. Repeat all the steps with the strap for the second main panel. Pin one of the main panels to the long edge of the bottom panel right sides together. Sew with the 1/2 inch seam allowance. Repeat on the other side so that the two main panels and the bottom panel are all connected with the bottom panel sandwiched in the middle. So you should be sewing the second main panel to the bottom panel right sides together. Fold the bag in half right sides together and pin all along the sides. I like to start by matching the bottom seam first and then I pin around it. Make sure to pin the other side and sew with the 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way down. While the bag is still inside out, fold the bag in half the other direction so that a point forms on the bottom, making sure the fold is even like so. Measure 2 3/4 inch down from the point and mark a straight line. Sew across, making sure the stitch is parallel to the seam where that red and green fabric are meeting. Repeat on the other side. Flip your bag right side out and the tote bag should really start to take shape. Take the lining fabric folded right sides together like so. Pin both sides and sew with the 1/2 inch seam allowance. And just like we did on the main part of the tote bag, fold the lining in half in the other direction so that a point forms. Measure 2 3/4 inch down from the point and mark a straight line and sew. Repeat on the other side. Again, this is optional, but at this time I embroidered some fun little Christmas designs all around my bag. With the right side of the main canvas fabric out, flip the lining inside out and place the main bag inside of the lining piece. Make sure the straps are pointed downwards and pin all the way around. Sew all around the bag with a 1/2 inch seam allowance while leaving a 4 to 5 inch hole. Make sure not to sew through the straps. And I did try using a zipper foot here to help with the bulkiness of the strap, but in the end I preferred a regular foot. Through the 4 to 5 inch gap we left open, flip the whole bag to the right side. You will need to pull both the main canvas fabric and the lining through. Finally, pin the top of the bag to help the seam sit flat, and top stitch all along the top of the bag. This will give the finished product a clean look while also closing the gap we used to flip it right side out. Congratulations, your canvas tote is done. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and stay tuned for tomorrow's digitizing tutorial.